Let's revisit the time. It is late 2004. That's right, it's about time for a brand new NFL Madden game to be released. Unlike today's NFL Madden games, NFL Madden 2005 was one of the most polished games from the series. Even though it was ridiculed and gave negative regards to ESPN's NFL 2K5, that's the beauty of it, because it had competition. But let's not get it twisted. NFL Madden 2005 was one of the great games in its own writing. For the first time, the franchise put a defensive player on the cover, Ray Lewis. The motto of 2005 Madden was Fear the D. It also introduced the hit stick, control updated graphics from previous Maddens, a deeper franchise mode, online gameplay abilities, which at the launch was way better than 2K5's, the new competition and the defensive control secondary adjustments, and changed the individual matchups. Madden 05 also had a tournament mode, mini games which feature mini camps where you can travel to different states like Atlanta, Georgia to work on your QB skills, or Baltimore for linebackers to chase and tackle. Game modes like rushing attack where you can choose from rookie, pro, all Madden, 2-minute drills along the practice, and features like create a fan, which you can have it where you're holding a hot dog as a prop, skin tone, body shape, and all of course which team your fan would cheer for. You could also create an own player, which college you went to, whether his left hand, right hand, all the way to the jersey number. In Madden 05, you can also create your own team and name the city, the state, and the team logos and colors. You can also create a playbook, offense, defense, choose your current roster within the NFL at the time. You can check the depth chart, sign free agents, release players. You could even have an entire breakdown of the player's position. Oh yeah, they had story teams too. Madden 05 introduced Storyline Central, which was a new addition to the franchise mode. Local newspaper tuned in every week, Tony Bruno Show. Just take a listen.
Brings a level of depth to franchise that you've never seen before. The first area of Storyline Central brings you the news. Let's take a look. Everything that happens in franchise is reported in your own personal copy of USA Today. Besides the national news, every NFL team has their own hometown newspaper that focuses solely on the local team. If you decide to put your all-pro quarterback on the trading block, you can bet you'll read about it the next time you open your newspaper. EA Sports Radio makes its debut as the next revolutionary step for sports games. Tune in every week where we'll bring you the biggest NFL stories with me on The Tony Bruno Show. Just like any sports talk show, we'll discuss the latest news, take calls, and feature in-depth interviews with NFL coaches. John Gruden. John, great to have you on the program. Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Some of the callers we get are outrageous, so be prepared to be entertained.
Hey, Steve-O, this is one of the best offenders in the league right now, dog.
Another big part of Storyline Central is email. Each week, you'll receive emails from every member of your organization, just like a real NFL owner would. From rumors to frustrated players, you'll hear it first from the key members of your franchise. Within each email, you'll find options that will allow you to perform any action possible related to the story. If one of your players breaks a leg and is out for the season, you can place him on the injured reserve list without even leaving the email screen. Besides Storyline Central, we've added a number of new features in Madden 2005's franchise mode, one of which is player personalities. This adds a whole new layer of realism to the game, as players react to everything that happens to them during their careers. Instead of just taking the best offer in free agency, each player weighs the pros and cons of their potential situation. Some players want to win championships late in their careers, while others care about playing time and the prestige of the team they'll be playing for. Each player will have a reaction to important events. If you trade Ray Lewis to another team, it will naturally upset the majority of his teammates. You'll have to be careful with a new player personality. Treat each player with the respect he deserves. Lastly, you'll notice several improvements to the interface in this year's franchise. You can access important information from your PDA, interact with players with a new player management screen, and study your game plan prior to each game. These new additions were designed to bring as much important information as possible to your fingertips. Well, that's it for Storyline Central. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our other tutorials.
And not to mention, with the authentic play-by-play John Madden's iconic voice, it's hard to overlook Madden 2005. So which do you prefer? Leave it down in the comments below. NFL 2K5 or NFL Madden 2005. You be the judge. It's been your boy, Centel, NBA Live Bolton, and I'll be back at you with another video pretty soon. Later. Doggy dog.